Hello guys, my name is Thiago, and I'm going to teach you how to install BAMOE version 8. I'm going to use the developer program binaries, which I do not recommend you to install in a production environment. So to have an idea on how to install BAMOE, I do recommend you to use the developer program. If it's not your case and it's not your client's case, they want to install in a environment in a production environment, I do recommend you to point him to hire some specialist or maybe expert labs to do so. Today on this video I'm gonna show you based on Team's instructions that he wrote down here on his GitHub. I will follow all the steps that Team described here. I'm gonna use a Linux inside as a subsystem on Windows. So I'm going to follow all the instructions here, and also I'm gonna use a Docker container to deploy my application and to test our BAMOE today. So for this installation, I have installed the Java 11 on the machine, the Maven 8.6, and from Red Hat Developer, JBoss EAP version 7.4. So here I have my machine. Here are my files. Since I'm gonna use Docker, I moved all the zip files to the installs folder inside the Docker. So when you clone Team's repository, you're gonna see that this folder will be created. And under here, we have the installs folder, which is not your case. We are not going to use this type of installation. So, but I will keep the files in here. But if you are going to install like in a Linux or other instances, a native Linux, I think the files should be placed in here. If you are not going to use Linux, if you are going to use Docker, as I'm going, I do recommend you to place the files inside the installs folder under the Docker folder. So based on this, I will open here my Linux subsystem, and I will navigate to the folder that I placed my files, which is BAMOE, BAMOE 8, eBAMOE setup, and Docker folder. I'm gonna have, if I want to check the path, the path is right here. I can list to check if I have all the permissions to run and to read and to write on this folder. I can also check here on installs. Check here installs, and here I have all the files. I'm gonna have to give permission. to all the files. Let me check if everything went well. Let me put a recursive here, I just forgot. Oh, that's it. So if your files appear to be red, so you have to run this command. I have also I give 777 permissions, but if you are a Linux advanced user, probably are you saying right now that 777 is not the right permission to do it? But for our purpose, for the demonstration, and since this is a local machine, I don't have any problems to give a 777 permission. But if you are used to the Linux environment and you have a better way to do to set the permissions, please do it on your way. So here, after the permissions checked, I have to check the file that I'm going to use as a script to install the BAMOE. So here I'm going to list all the files. I have checked already so I'm gonna need to check the init properties. Here you are going to check this version of BAMOE. If you are trying to install a different version of BAMOE and some errors are appearing on your screen, you do need to check this file on the under the BAMOE under the Docker folder, and change it to reflect to the version that you are trying to install. Let me go back. If you are not using the Docker one, under the BAMOE folder, you will see the init file here. So if you open it, you can see the version as I showed you before. It's in here. You simply need to change it to the version that you are trying to install, save the file, and try to run the command again. So let me Hello guys, I came back. So here the installation was complete, so I have to run only this command and BAMOE will run on this local machine. Let's go. Information that the application is finished successfully, and here on the browser we have to refresh, and that's it.